We had this idea of bringing the discovery that we did in our labs to the consumer. We discovered a different way to analyze your skin. So the skin microbiome is a collection of microorganisms that lives in your skin. And then by assessing the levels of these microorganisms, we can tell you which product to look for, which ingredients to look for, and then make the best choice for you.
The client wanted us to redesign the entire application because they're going to do a rebranding of it, but it's also on the usability of the entire app as well. That's why we have set up different methodologies in order for us to provide the optimal design solution for them. So we also did a design audit, meaning that during the duration of the user interacting with the application, we need to see where do they stop. And then after that, we need to do a peer review. That way we can see what are the opportunities that is lying in all of the gaps that we've been seeing.
How are we different from other companies is that a lot of other companies that are on the space look at the DNA component. There is not something that you can change about your genes. You were born with those genes. But what we can change is the environment. And that environment is your skin microbiome. So different from other companies that are using swab, saliva, very clinical, we are changing the way we are doing test or skin testing. You peel the patch, you insert it in your tube, you send it to our lab, and within 3 days, 4 days, you get your solution through an application. App tells you everything that you need about your skin. You have the microbiome component, you have your skin traits, and you have the environment component. Really everything combined to give you the skin health.
So the benefits of having UX in the entire process is also on the before and after the launch. There's value in data, that's for sure. But the real test is actually when you launch the product and when you have the actual users. We need to see how the people are responding to the app, how they are using it, what are their reviews. Because I would always say that the success of the product lies with the success of the consumers. Because if you're a product company, you need to think about the people who are going to use the app. UX is actually very valuable in that because you're seeing trends, and then of course we need to go back again and then talk about it and then reiterate anything if there's a need for that.
Really bridging science with consumer has been the most challenging part, and we need a way to do it. Something that we highly emphasize is security, because we are dealing with consumers' data. That's also a primary reason we reached Zühlke, because we know their capacity and expertise on the security from an application development.
We focused on 4 parts: security, extendability, scalability, and also quality, to also then outline what could be potential improvements. I think here at Zühlke, for us, it's very, very important that we have a close, collaborative environment. So how we do that is in agile manner. We work with Scrum. We do have sprint reviews where we discuss, we show what we have done, we have an open discussion, and that, of course, then adjusts our roadmap, and we can put in additional functionalities into our upcoming sprint. Security, and especially data security, is of utmost importance for health apps and health solutions. And especially since we are in the cloud, it was important to understand what data is stored so we can protect it in the way it has to be protected. One important level is also to apply coding practices where security is a first-class citizen. That means when a developer implements, it always has to be reviewed. It has to make sure that there cannot be any access to data that a user should not be able to access. Over the last couple of months, we have heavily invested into uplifting the architecture, strengthen the quality, and also improve the security of the current solution. It's very much important that we have the ability to deploy and release fast. So of course, we have invested into DevOps to automate as much as possible on the consideration of AWS, which we use as our cloud solution here.
Our main goal is to then tap into more conditions like acne, rosacea, atopic dermatitis, and being able to really find a unique solution for those diseases. So our really vision is for us to be able to bring this product to the consumers and educate the consumer to a point where they say yes, Skin Microbiome, Sequential Skin have the solution.